my name is Gabby and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, then welcome to my channel, and today we're going to be talking about why you should be reading Restart After Coming Back Home by Cocomi, and also its sequel, Restart After Growing Hungry. I will have the content warnings I can find linked down below in the description, along with links to some resources, and let's go ahead and get into it. And this follows our hot-headed main character named Mitsuomi, who left his home in the country for Tokyo, only to return home at the age of 25 after being fired from his job. And it is there that he meets Yamato, who is a man his age who was adopted into his hometown after he had already left. And while Yamato is super sweet, he is also hiding his own pain as well. So I was originally drawn to this series because of the covers. They're sunny and bright and summery, except for this one, which is all of those things but wintry. And they just look like there's going to be a cute story inside of them, a very slice of life story. So I looked up some reviews. I didn't see anything alarming, so I went ahead and hauled them. And going into reading this first volume, I was expecting this to be cute. But I'm really not sure that anything could have fully prepared me for just how cute this would be. And let's go ahead and talk about our two main characters. Mitsuomi, he's a little more serious. He can get passionate and also cranky about it. But what I think stood out to me most about him was just that he felt unhappy and lost and lonely. And we do get to see him find that happiness and find something that he wants to do career-wise. Like, there's some character growth here for sure, and I really loved and connected with it. As someone who is also 25, I was 24 technically at the time I read this first volume, but it was nice to read characters who were just my age, and I think that this just kind of found me at the right time, honestly, because the series really ended up meaning a lot to me, and I wasn't expecting that going into this series either. We also have our other main character, Yamato. He's very lighthearted and smiley and adorable, but he also does have trauma underneath it, and we do get to explore that over the course of these two volumes. We also get to see him learn and communicate it and just find some closure there as well, and I really love getting to dive into and getting to know and just explore both of our main characters throughout this series. And that communication that I just mentioned also does come into play for both of them and their relationship in the second volume, but we'll talk more about that later. But I want to talk about the relationship itself first, because I was just absolutely destroyed by cuteness when it comes to them. It's friends to lovers and like grumpy sunshine at moments, and there are some incredibly cute panels in here. And just like moments between them, like I have so many tabs in this first volume, and honestly like a decent amount in the second volume as well, just because I couldn't stop marking them. And it just feels really wholesome, especially since this does feel so slice of life as a whole. And again, the individual character things going on, like the loneliness and the communication, do have a role in their relationship as well. There is some angst, especially in this second volume, when they're older and trying to figure out what next steps for their relationship could look like for them and what they want. But yeah, there is so much love between them for sure, and I love their dynamic, I love their connection. But overall, their relationship just feels really solid to me, whether that's their friendship or the romance. The story as a whole is really chill, really slice of life. It is very focused on the romance and the character exploration. There is some friend drama in there, and also the angst that I mentioned earlier, so it's not like super sunshiny all of the time, but I was very interested and invested in this entire thing. Now, is everything perfect? I wouldn't necessarily say that. Like, the pacing towards the beginning of this first volume, I was feeling some pacing issues that made me just a little bit confused and honestly pretty worried at first, because it did feel like they were jumping around some when I really wanted them to slow down and develop things more and also just relax with them. But luckily, I did only feel that in the very beginning of the series, like very, very beginning, and I did very much so get to relax and fall in love with this series, but I also wouldn't necessarily call this the best pacing in the entire world, just as a whole, even after I had already gotten super into it. But I will say, I do think that it felt much more ignorable than it was at the very beginning. And I think that part of it might just be like they threw me into the story and into the characters and the relationship like I should already know, and I didn't really, but then I did. But let's also face it, this is the type of series that I do think makes you really want to slow down and just relax and appreciate the slice of life and just really get into the setting and the atmosphere. Like, I feel like I could read about these two forever, no matter how mundane the story might end up being, which I feel like really shows the strength of their slice of life as well. Like, there is so much about this setting that feels quiet and peaceful, and it also made my brain feel quiet and peaceful, which again, very grateful for, and it just fully lived up to these adorable and pretty covers for me in terms of the setting, and just exceeded my expectations everywhere else, honestly. Like, I don't have words for just how cute some of these panels are, combined with just how many of them and how often they were, and I just loved it so much. So while these two volumes, they may not be perfect, but they definitely did end up meaning a lot to me. I gave both of them 5 stars, which makes my rating for this series as a whole 5 out of 5 stars. Okay, so that is all that I have for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, and answer the question that'll be around here if you want to do that, and hopefully I will see you here next time. Bye!